last resort. Because everything on the outside would kill us. We're like crabs in a barrel, fighting to get to the top. Pulled down by everyone else. By justice. That only knows how to place its boot on your neck. By outlaws that couldn't care less if you lived or died. You want to know the way to survive? You fight. Fight like a starving dog. I'm Neil.
I've always wanted to fly. The joy of it, the freedom of it. To just take your life in your hands and soar. I think that's in us all, isn't it? At least that's what my dad taught me.
The tracks lead this way.
It's close. Stay here. Stand guard. On me. Bloody hell.
Contact!
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Survival MMO in space. You might call it an open universe sandbox game, with the focus being on exploration and scientific advancement.
We're making this game for everybody, for people who love survival games like we do, people who are fascinated by science fiction and space, and want to see what would happen, in that proverbial what if. What if this capability to go into space was real and it was here and it was now? How would it be different from what we expect space to be like? And I want people who want to explore that question to be able to join us on this journey. Survival is the core of Snail Games' pedigree. It's what we've spent so much time working on, so we know that genre really well. And ultimately, a lot of this has been coming to this culmination of a point where we can get what we think is the ultimate survival game. We have been working on some pretty interesting technologies to support what we're trying to accomplish, but we've actually taken a couple risks here. One of the areas that we're taking a risk in is trying to take voxel technology, which allows complete world building from the core of a planet out. We're going to have some planets that you can dig all the way through. Given that we're a realism art style, that's a really hard ask. It's something that other people haven't done in this genre before. Core mechanics of the game really revolve first around exploration, going out and finding all these planets, seeing what sorts of unique resources they have, but also what challenges you're going to need to overcome. And, to do that, you've got to plan for it. In addition to that, we also have research and crafting, the ability to take things that you find on one planet and craft and research different solutions that are nothing like what you would find on another planet. One of the great stories we want to explore here is what is different about humanity once we have the capability of expanding to other parts of the universe? How is that going to change our identity?
Liberty, equality, fraternity, or death. The last, much the easiest to bestow. We knew that before the bacterium emptied the towns and cities. Before the herds were driven into the water, and houses burned so hot that the stone melted. Before the old order died. And now you have come. And do you bring with you a new order? Or do you too possess the same gluttony that led to the end? I suspect we shall soon find out.
It's not a game, Mom! It's my life!
This thing of ours, it's a brotherhood. Treachery and deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
PlayStation.
This is Masters of Albion. We're a team of 20 people dedicated to making something new, unique and different. Here we are in the familiar, vast world of Albion, packed with stories, quests, treasures and monsters. This is Oak Ridge. By day, you're tasked with building the town up, gaining resources and earning money. By night, your town will be attacked by many of Albion's creatures. You can design anything: the food that people eat, the clothes they wear, the weapons they use, the armor they fight with. There is a strategy behind every creation. I can even feed them rats. My town's working hard to make that food. I can help out, or not. I can also design, customize and create all buildings. Night is coming, the sun is going down, and now my town needs defending against the horrors of Albion. And this is my hero's time to shine. You don't have to play in God mode. At any point you can possess a character and play in third person. My hero is now under my complete control, and now it's time to fight. My hero's getting overwhelmed. Let's switch back to God mode and unleash some real power. Okay, we survived the night. Now, let's design a better weapon for my hero. You can be as silly as you want, but bread swords just won't cut it. This is just a glimpse of Masters of Albion. An open-world God game full of combat, choices, mystery and story. It's available to wishlist on Steam now.
Nothing lasts forever. I thought you were dead.
PlayStation.
Sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes... Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms begging for food. A lack of understanding to push what we don't know when something should be left alone.
There's nothing we can do.
There is no end. We all want the truth.
It went too far this time. We lost too much. And the dead, they didn't stay buried. The ghosts we chased back. And what we found underneath it all, well, it should have stayed lost. Forever. Imagine being able to walk between the minds of everyone. Out one, in another. They will never stop coming for us until they have its power. And we will never stop fighting.
You could have just walked away.
At which time exactly?
Give me partners. You being serious?
How about now?
There's no turning back.
They lit the fire. Now I am going to watch them burn. How long has it been? 5 days? 6? I need to get up. But no matter how much I sleep, I still feel tired. Maybe it's because the nights here feel unsettling. The only thing that brings me a bit of comfort is that I'll never talk to another human being ever again. I've decided that this abandoned farm will be the place where I die. But until then, that leaves me with the ever-pressing question. How do I fill the time? There's always a lot to do on a farm, and it's good to keep busy. It gets your mind off things, like the things you've lost. We'll see what winter brings after the harvest.
Talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. I will find you.